How's it going, everyone? AZPlow21 back again with another episode of our Las Vegas Aces Save and Out of the Park Baseball 22. Now, the last time I saw you guys was for the off season of the 2024 season, and we're here at the first player draft. And as you can see right here, 42 and 41. Not the worst record we could have hoped for, but obviously not the best. We're above 500. Akil Baddoo, our current center fielder, not doing very well. So, with that said, our starting pitcher ERA, the goals that were set out for this season, we're around there, you know. We were 14th. We do need to get better as far as our ERA. So my thought is possibly trade for some better help. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how everyone is doing so far this year. And I immediately realized that, I mean, the thing is, they're using Graterol as a starting pitcher when he really shouldn't be. Like, look at that stamina. Why is he using him as a starting pitcher? Especially when you have, like, Nick Birdie. Or, never mind, not Nick Birdie. But you have guys like Kyle Hurt, who can throw, like, long innings. Even Camilo Doval, he can throw long innings, too. Like, as far as our bullpen, like, Birdie's doing quite well. I mean, take a look. Logan Reinhart seems to be doing okay as well. 3.4 ERA. And then our closer, Jordan Hicks, is doing amazingly. 2.7 ERA. 23 saves this season. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. But as far as the rest of our squad, the starting pitching is terrible. Steven Fuentes is having an absolute terrible year. We've had him since the beginning. He's in arbitration this year, but I wonder what we can get for Fuentes. Because ideally, I'd want to get rid of him because he's doing absolutely garbage this year. Urias is doing okay. Lucchesi's doing okay. This is coming off a nearly Cy Young year for him. So kind of a disappointment, if I'm being 100% honest. Graterol, no idea why he's in the starting five. And Udorizzi, like, just doing absolutely terrible. And we have him for another year after this. So we're just going to have to, like, deal with it, essentially. Unless we can get rid of him in the trading before the trading deadline. So yeah, pitching not good, not doing well at all. Move over to our batters. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how everyone is doing. Sorting by games played, Oswaldo Peraza, 338 OBP, 5 home runs, 27 RBIs, not the best. Akil Baddoo is doing absolutely terrible. We need to find an upgrade at center field. We need to find it rather quickly. I'm not sure if it's going to be through trading or calling someone up, but I mean, even last year, he did not do that well. So Akil Baddoo is not the answer at center field. We're going to have to figure something out for center field. Xander Bogaerts is doing okay, 354 on base percentage, 12 and 46, on pace for around 100 RBIs. That's perfectly fine. Perdomo, 336 on base percentage, 236, not the best average, 4 and 29. Brian O'Grady having a pretty good year, 17 homers, 42 RBIs. Kind of came out of nowhere, especially considering he's already kind of up there in age and probably not going to be, a world beater by any stretch of the imagination. Sherten Apostle doing okay. Jake Bowers doing okay as well. He had a pretty good year last year, kind of slowing down this year. Dustin Fowler, the same thing for him. OBP is a little bit better. Ryan Jeffers hitting quite well, as a matter of fact. The on-base percentage of 410. 11 homers, 29 RBIs. He's doing quite well for himself. Kind of splitting the time with Ivan Herrera. Ivan Herrera on-base percentage is pretty good. Other than that, nothing to really write home about. So we're going to have to figure out something at center field. That's my main objective, is to get a better center fielder and to get some better starting pitching. That's my objective before the trade deadline. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if there's anyone that we can bring up from the minors that would kind of help us out at outfield. Mauricio Dubon, I know he plays center field a little bit. Pretty good OBP in AAA this year. That could be an option. We can look to bring him up because he is doing quite well in AAA this year, Mauricio Dubon. Let's see. Also got, who's this? Ashton McGee. Doing okay this year in AAA. I'm looking for more of an outfielder. We have Clace, whose potential is pretty good in the outfield, but he's still in AA. I still want to let him grow a little bit more because after that, I mean, Olivares, but he's doing good in AAA this year. In the major leagues in total, I mean, good on-base percentage. But, I mean, just not what we're looking for, really, out of a starting outfielder. And you can see our problems, really, is with how many injuries we have. Like Bailey Falter, injured for 5 more months. Avila, basically done for the season. Baez, essentially done for the season. Teoscar Hernandez, who we got to be in the outfield, out for 4 months. Whit Merrifield, out for 2 more weeks. So he'll come back, and hopefully he'll be good for us. But, I mean, just a problem. Just the injuries and all that. It's really quite annoying. But the starting pitching, I do want to try to get another piece. And so, with that said, let's go ahead and go into the first-year player draft and see what we can find. We have the 25th pick in round number 1. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. See what kind of players we can find here. If I just sort by potential based off of our scout, these are all batters, all players. 75, Mike Richings, but he is a closer. Although he does have good stamina, so he can be a starting pitcher, and it does look like he has the capability of that. So I think he would make a good starting pitcher, but I doubt he's going to fall to us. We're probably more than likely going to get one of these guys in the 55 range. So let's go into auto draft until it comes to us. Now, I still see Mike Richings there. He's 22 years old. I wonder if we can't change his, we cannot change. It says currently strictly bullpen, future bullpen, but he does look, the control is not that good, which is probably why he would be a better relief pitcher. Because ideally, you do not want that for a starting pitcher. So it looks like it's probably going to be Trey Snyder. 35 overall already, 6'4", pretty big guy, 55 potential. 50, 45, 40, not the best, but base running is good and really good defensive stats for him. High school senior. But it looks like we're recommended slot, but he wants the slot. Okay. But yeah. It looks like it's going to be Trey Snyder, 55 potential. Let's go ahead and get this young kid, the shortstop, drafted by us here today. It's looking like Ethan Murray, another shortstop. He can always, oh, jeez. In his 4 years in high school, batting pretty well. 40, 45, 50, 40, 40. Hopefully that'll just increase over time. Who are they recommending? They're recommending Ethan Murray as well. He only wants 650K. Oh, actually, 650K recommended slot. Let's go ahead and meet his demand. That's fine. Okay, we're down to the 40s now. All players. So at this point, it's kind of just whoever I want to pick, and whoever I feel like will be a good player down the line. That's the thing with these drafts this year in Out of the Park baseball. Like after the first round or two, it's like there's not much to talk about, unless the kids in the 3rd and 5th round, like over time, end up developing like crazy. Like it's really only the first 2 rounds that you're concerned with. So at this point, I kind of want to start going after some pitching. So let's go ahead and take a look at the starters, and there's only 3 left to speak of. 5'11", 5'10", 5'10". I don't like the height of these guys. High school, college, and another high schooler. This guy's doing pretty good this year. Stamina. I mean, I like Ferranto. I'll go and go after Dave Ferranto. Bonus demand, 1 million. We'll just go ahead and meet that demand. Auto draft. And LaFine is still there. Who do they want us to take? They want us to take Ronnie Pate, starting pitcher, who is 35. Probably because he would be cheap. But I'm going to go after Noah LaFine. He wants 2.6 million. Not sure I want to do that for someone who's 40 potential. So as a matter of fact, everyone else is 35. So let's go back over here, see what else we have. Okay. So batting ratings. I want to see who has the best contact. Let's It's looking like Isaiah Cohen's. 25 potential, though. 40 potential for Gavin Abrams. Another shortstop, jeez. Tommy Amorin, 40 potential. Bobby Anderson, 40 potential. Ooh, yeah, that contact is pretty good for an 18-year-old. Let's go after Bobby Anderson. Out of Mater Dei, we'll meet his demand. Mater Dei, always a good baseball school. All right, let's go into auto draft. Only a few 40 potentials left. I see this catcher. And catchers are kind of hard to come by, so we'll go ahead and go after Nolan Traeger. Bonus demand. He wants 550K. I'm sure we'll be able to give that to him, honestly. So let's go ahead and go after him. Auto draft. Right, still a couple 40s up here. I see Alex Saavedra, Jackson Walker. And just based off of how cheap he will be, looks like we're going to go ahead and get Alex Saavedra out of Central Florida. This guy's impossible to get, apparently, Manuel Marine. So we're back to the 35s. And so let's go back to the pitchers here. And I see Roman Terrell. These guys are all pretty signable. Tag Andrews. 50 stamina, 50 stamina, 55 stamina. Caden Muckley. 35 potential. At this point, like I said, like it's not going to be that great, you know. These pitchers are really anybody. At this point, I'm just kind of looking at stamina, looking at the rest of their stats. They're always going to grow, you know. But I see Caden Muckley. Control's good, stamina's good. I like that. So let's go ahead and grab him out of Baylor University. And then Roman Terrell or Dylan Carter. Looks like it's going to be one of these boys. These guys are both out of college. And it looks like Dylan Carter is doing a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and grab him out of the University of Arkansas. All right, so back to... Oh, geez, man, that's not what I wanted to do. Some very tall boys, but not necessarily good players. So scouting, who do you want us to take? You want us to take Roman Terrell. You want us to take Roman Terrell. Another starting pitching prospect. Let's go ahead and grab him. All right. Back with it. Who are they recommending? Starting pitcher Tyler Dietz. 30 potential. 40 stamina, not the best. I'm more inclined to take one of these outfielders. But who I am taking is the question. Skylar Whitmer would be easy to sign. Good OBP. 30, 30, 20, 25. 30, 20, 30, 40. Josh Smart. Durable. 35. Ooh, I like this. Tyler Collins. 30, 25, 35, 60. Tyler Collins it is. Out of Oklahoma State. Go ahead and grab him. And these center fielders are still up here. And they want us to take Jason Savacool. That is a very cool name, I will admit. Jason Savacool. Ooh, he's the last 30 potential pitcher. So we probably do want to grab him before it gets to be too late and all the pitchers are kind of crappy. We're in the 12th round. Jason Savacool out of the University of Maryland. We're going to draft him. All right. So pitchers, it's looking like it's going to be done with for right now. So back over here, I'm still seeing a lot of center fielders. Obviously, these guys will probably play right field or left field just based off of the fact that, you know, availability in the minors. The coaches will probably play them in different positions. So I'm not overly concerned with having, you know, too big an abundance of center fielders. You know, they're basically just outfielders at this point. I'm seeing a lefty here in Skylar Whitmer. 35 potential. 30, 30, 20, 25. 30, 20. I think it was Drew Burris that I kind of like. Yeah, just for that defensive stat. 19. Very easy to sign. Let's go after Drew Burris out of Chaffrey College. Josh Smart, 21-year-old. Let's see if there's anyone. These are all just outfielders as well. A lot of shortstop. First baseman, Danny Dean. Who do they want us to take? Probably another pitcher. Yeah, Logan Coaster. 20 potential. I'm not super interested. Let's go after Josh Smart, another outfielder. Dinosaur Smart out of Creighton University. All right. So we only have outfielders, shortstop, center fielder, first baseman. Who are they telling us to take? Miles Austin at third base. Miles Austin at third base. Not for a while does he show up. And he's not even the best third baseman. Where is Miles Austin? Why do you want us to draft this guy? Because of his power? It's looking like it's because of his power. But I'm not super fond of speculative drafting based off of just one stat, you know? If anything, I kind of just look over their stats from high school and college and I go, okay, this guy has proven that he's, able to produce, so I'll draft him. And that's what I think I'm going to do here. So let's go ahead and start with the batters. Go straight to OBP and let's see what we can find here. And I see Brad Geary, David Pear, 17 years old, high school senior. Billy Lofton. Let's look at home runs. See what kind of power we can get out of these boys. Miles Austin down there. Loyola Marymount. Lauren Frank. Not the best defensive stats. Ron Evans. 321. Ryan Godey. Let's go ahead and go after Ron Evans, the first baseman. Got a little bit of pop to him. On base percentage. Go back over here. Brad Geary, the 17-year-old. Extremely hard to sign him. John Samaron. It would be hard to sign him. Carlos Beltran, Baseball Academy. Good at avoiding Ks. David Pear. Virgil Ramirez, extremely hard. Billy Lofton. Average, normal signability for Billy Lofton. Let's go after Billy Lofton. Just because he's proved that he can produce. So I'm hoping that he'll do the same for us. Logan Coaster. They want the starting pitcher. Really bad still. But I'm going to go after David Pear. Hopefully we can be able to sign him. It says it'll be extremely hard, but the recommended slot is 0. So we'll see. Now let's go ahead and go back to the pitchers. Innings pitched, ERA. Let's go ahead and set that down below. Devin Sanborn is who I'm seeing. High schooler. 61 innings pitched. 102 for Alexis Medrano. 75 stamina. Easy signability. I'm liking this. I mean, his stuff doesn't look like it's going to be all the best. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him, and he's performing very well. So let's go ahead and get Alexis Medrano. The rest of these guys look like they're going to be relief pitchers, really. Let's go over by strikeouts. 170. Manny Cerna. Good stamina as well. Mario Alicia. I like that stamina from Cerna. So let's go ahead and get him. Because at this point, they're all not going to be that great as far as potential-wise. But just based off the fact that these guys have proved that they can, actually, perform well. That's what I'm drafting them off of. 164 ERA, 166. Mario Alicia. Alfred M. Barb High School. 65 stamina. Something to build off of for sure. Out of Pennsylvania. Victorian Cheer. Let's go after Victorian. Now let's go back to the batters. See what OPS we have. Tyrell Hall. Vanguard College Prep. Bobby Mena. Stephen Hine. Only batted 98 times this year. Let's go after Tyrell Hall. Alright, scouting. Who do they want us to sign? Third baseman Luke Napolitano. What is he looking like? 35, 40, 45. It's actually not terrible. Out of University of Kansas. How did he perform last year? OBP of 291. That's not the best. I want guys who are actually proven that they can actually do well. Stephen Hine. Raul Lioza. Defense is 0, apparently. What was that about? Sean Johns. Let's go after Stephen Hine. Says it'd be extremely hard to sign him. What about this catcher? Extremely hard. Possible to sign Sean Johns, apparently. I feel like it'll be fine. Recommended slot. The slot is 0, so. Alright, and then we got Raul Loaiza. Now let's go after a little bit more of a power hitter here. And then we'll go after a couple more pitchers before the end of the draft. Because we have 4 or 5 more picks, it looks like. Ryland Goede. Michael Snyder. Ryan Thompson. Let's go after Snyder here. 6'4" third baseman. And then let's see. Tristan Nemo. Ooh, he actually does not look that terrible. Looks like he'd be Major League ready in just about a few years. The same thing with Ryland Goede. Yeah, it looks like Nemjo. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at all the players here. ERA. My mistake. Pitchers. 102, Devin Sanborn. Hmm. 154, 214, 182 for Sergio Silva. Looks like he hit pretty well as well. That's an only 84 innings pitched too. Let's go after him. Innings pitched, that's a pretty good indicator on what they have to offer as far as stamina. I'm seeing Ron Carpenter. Pretty good stamina. And I think we have one more draft pick. And so let's go after ERA again. John Hanselman. And I'm seeing this guy here, Josh Richards. Looks like he can bat a little bit as well. The senior. And out of, what is that? The Dallas, Oregon. It's going to be our final draft pick. And that's going to do it for our first year player draft. Negotiations can begin. And yeah, it looks, we only have one guy that we need to offer anybody. He demands $550K, so we'll go ahead and give him that. Trey Snyder, our top prospect out of the draft, 55 potential. Ethan Murray, pair of shortstops. Dave Ferranto, 40. Bobby Anderson, 40. It's all good. Let's go ahead and give Traeger, who's 40 potential. Let's give him his $550K because he does look like he'll be somewhat good at a point. Hopefully he'll accept that. Pretty good draft, you know. The thing is, like I said, after the first 2 or 3 rounds, there's really not much that you can really do. Like to find people who are like good. So front office, let's go ahead and take a look at our salary situation. I'm seeing Joey Lucchesi, who is not doing terrible, who I would probably want to keep after this year. Is he in arbitration? No, he would be a free agent after this year. So I do want to re-sign him. Whit Merrifield on $3.5 million. Andujar's on 3.4, and he's not really playing that much. So ideally, I would want to get rid of him so I have some space to re-sign Lucchesi, because Andujar is not even playing. Perdomo's playing, and he's doing quite well. So let's see if we can get a starting pitcher for Andujar, or at the very least, because he's fragile too. He's getting injured all the time. So let's see if we can find some starting pitching for Miguel Andujar. Prospects and regulars. Let's see what people want to offer for him. There are definitely offers out. This will be very interesting. And usually I'm able to work my way around offers so I can get as good of a deal as I can. Lucius Fox, shortstop. Remember, we need a center fielder or another outfielder and starting pitching. Anthony Santander, not doing the worst this year, I'll say. Michael Bowman, Ryan Helsley, Thad Ward, 40 overall. Some outfielders that aren't the best. Alex Verdugo, Billy McKinney. He's doing terrible. Center fielder Carlos Tocci. No, that won't work. Corey Abbott. Not really. Miguel Amaya. This guy is supposed to be like really good. Like his overall and his potential are terrible. His potential is really good at the beginning of the save, and then he just doesn't pan out. No, most of the time. Alejandro Requena, Manuel Margot on 10.1 million. He's not doing very well. Mickey Moniak, Aquino, Daniel Johnson, Duplantier. Center fielder or a good starting pitcher? Paul Richan, no. Clint Frazier, not doing terrible, but not really. Let's see. Do we have a good starting pitcher? Landon Knack. No. Dodgers not offering up much other than a really good relief pitcher who's doing okay in AAA. Did terribly in the MLB when he got his shot. Corbin Burns on $12.1 million a year for 3 years. Yikes. Terrible decision making over there by the Brewers. Victor Reyes, not doing terrible, but not worth it really. Jordan Balazovic, he's in AAA. Loaiziga, doing not the best. Extension. He signed an extension and you want to trade him already. Is it because he's doing bad? Probably. Austin Martin. Not doing terrible. Still got a little more potential behind him. That's a possibility there, Austin Martin. And then see if I can possibly get a starting pitching prospect out of it. I like that option, even though it's not a need. Can he play center field? Barely, but I mean, he's looking good. Austin Martin. He won a Gold Glove last year as well. He's in arbitration this year, which is probably why they want to get rid of him. But I'm liking that option, Austin Martin. I'm liking that option. Reggie Lawson. This guy could be a starting pitcher. Hasn't had a great year. But by the looks of it, he can be a starting pitcher. It looks like he got starting pitching action in AAA and didn't do terrible. 3.5 ERA. Expectation starting rotation. So Lawson wants to be a starting pitcher, and he's in arbitration? No, he's on a minimum salary right now. He's only been in the majors for 95 days. Interesting. What about Paddock? Yeah, it looks like he can be a starting pitcher as well. But he's on a pretty big deal. So that's not happening. I'm liking Reggie Lawson. Reggie Lawson. And Brandon Lowe, he's on a big contract. But Ty Tice. No. Zach Eflin. Cole Stapler. No. Eflin's not doing the best. All right, I'm liking. Where is he? I'm liking Reggie Lawson. Seems like an okay deal. I would do this deal in a heartbeat. But let's see if we can't squeeze anything else out of the San Diego Padres. Who's this? Justin Lang. Who is this? Where did he come from? Prospect rating. Came straight out of single A ball. I doubt they're going to want to give him to us. You'll need to offer a lot more. What's a lot more? Ooh, Yavor. Give him our... Ooh, hold on. His control's not the best, so he would just be a reliever. So actually, let's not do that. Because his control was not very good. Matias, Joshua Mears, Alex Alicia. What about... Tell me more about this Joshua Mears character. Because he's in Double-A. Looks like he could be playing Major League Ball if he wanted to. Tell me more about Joshua Mears. And they'll just straight up give him to us. Okay. I mean, potential of 50. He's still a little room to grow, you know. Got some pop to him. He's played in the majors before. I like that. So they probably want to get rid of that major league contract. But we'd still be making money off of this deal. Is there anything else we can get out of this? Alex Alicia, that's what I see. Or Warner Blakely. Efrain Contreras. Luis Gutierrez. Starting pitching prospect. They say not a fair deal. Starting pitching prospect. Control's very good. The control's very good. I like that. What would they want? As long as it's not super stupid. Dennison. Kumar Rocker. I'm still going to rock with him. Pun intended. That control is terrible. And that's the only thing that's holding him back. The ERA is bad. The whip, not the best. Walks per 9, like 6. That's terrible. I can't be having that. Strikeouts per 9 is pretty good. The WAR is still up there. Like, he'll make it on the squad probably next year, I'd imagine. He's in AAA. The only way he'll get better is by playing Major League Ball. Luis Gutierrez, what else would you guys want? Too much, apparently. Jameson? Signed him on a minor league contract. I wouldn't be losing out on much. Same thing. Stuff is really good. The control's bad. Movement's bad. Bad year in AA. Last year. 88 mile per hour velocity. Nothing to write home about. Luis Gutierrez, 45 potential. The control I like. So yeah, if they want to do Jameson, we'll do Jameson. Jeremiah Green says he cannot endorse this proposal. Let's see if we can get anything else. What about Burrow Caraway? Justin Lange, what would you want to... Okay, yeah, that's right. Burrow Callaway. Jose Abarca. Luis Andahar. Good relief pitching prospect, it looks like. Control is not the best stuff. Fastball, slider, and a changeup that's developing. Stamina of 80. So he could be a starting pitcher if he wanted to. Still a lot of room to grow, Jose Abarca. And they didn't want something crazy. Like anyone that's bad they want. Like this relief pitch prospect, David Reckers. Who could be a starting pitcher sometime in the future. Hasn't been performing that good. 24 already. The stats are not terrible on David Reckers, though. He's in low A Tulsa Steelhawks, where he's performed not the best. Went to AA, looks like for a game. Gave up 4 earned runs in 7 innings. Doesn't look like he'll make it. 29th round draft pick in 2021. David Reckers. What about Luis Andahar? AA, 45, 55, 30. I mean, his batting average is good in AA this year. I'll hold on to him. Luis Andahar. Franzoni. This catcher Hamilton. Sleeper. Doing okay in single A ball. What about Hamilton? 45, 45, 40, 50, 50. Doing terrible this year in AAA. Is he on the 40 man? Yeah, he's not on the 40-man. He was a minor league free agent signing. I think we'll get rid of Hamilton. Very much like the proposal. So getting rid of Andahar, Jameson, and Hamilton. When did Jameson? He was a free agent signing, right? Yeah, that's all he was. And we get Reggie Lawson, possible starting pitcher. Joshua Mears, 23 years old. Still a little bit of room to grow in the power department. Can play left and right field. Luis Gutierrez, who looks like a pretty good starting pitching prospect. 45 potential, but obviously room to grow because he's only 20. And Jose Abarca, relief pitch prospect, although the stamina indicates that he could be a starter. And we get rid of Andahar. Our money would improve by 1.1 million. We're going to go ahead and do this deal. Awesome. Go back to... Okay. Well, let's just go back to... No, not play. Rosters and transactions, front office, and salaries. So now Lucchesi, Merrifield, I mean, he was supposed to be amazing for us. He hasn't featured as much as I would like him to. Lucchesi, I do want to hold on to him. For how much, for how long, I don't know. Had an amazing year last year. Other than that, he's been serviceable. What would he want? 4 years, 12 million a year. I'll do 3 years at 10. Player option on that third year for Joey Lucchesi. What about 9? 3 years at 9. He says not bad at all. I don't want to do anything higher than 3 years. Let's do 10.2. 10.2. Third year is a player option. You can always get out of it. He'll do it. All right, 10.2 for Joey Lucchesi. 3 years, 10.2 for Joey Lucchesi. And we still got a little bit more money for extensions if we want to use it. All right, so Lucchesi should be taken care of. Merrifield, I'm not sure if we're bringing back yet. And after that, that would be it, really. Reggie Lawson, I think he's on a arbitration deal. He'll be a free agent. Why would he be a free agent? Time as a professional, 7 years. Wow, okay. 1 year major league contract of $870K. What about what about 750? Sure. We'll do that. We got Reggie Lawson back next year. Awesome. Okay. So that's done. Merrifield, I'm not sure if we're going to bring back. So let's see if there's anyone we want to get rid of. Jordan Hicks? No. Odorizzi. I would like to get rid of Odorizzi. Shop him around. Same thing. Prospects and regulars. Ideally, I'd like to get rid of him because he's doing terrible this year. Someone has to want him. Even if it's just for a, good prospect. Ooh, like Brett DeGuce. Relief pitching. Would not mind that. Either that or a center fielder. Manuel Margot, I don't think so. So I like DeGuce. Victor Reyes, center fielder. Good contact. Hasn't been doing well at all this year, though. 50. Jesse Winker. Michael Chavis. 222. Winker, 362 OBP. Can he play center field? He cannot. Looks like his contract expires this year. And then after that, that's it. Scott Kingery. Jesse Winker. Free agent after this year. Last year, 358. 1854. Not much to talk about, really. Victor Reyes. I like DeGuse. I like that. Relief pitching. That's always nice. Nomar Mazara. Not doing good. Manuel Margot. Not doing good. This guy's a double A. Is he a double A? Is he in the... He expects to be playing in the majors. He's on a 40-man contract. He's been in the majors before, but he's just with the Dodgers, so he has no time. Or he doesn't have an opportunity. So let's see if we can get him. Jeremiah Green says he'd be fine accepting the deal. Now let's see if we can get anything else out of the Dodgers. I see Carter Daniels, Gabe Springer, Wilman Diaz. I'd be happy with any of these guys. They would want Robinson, who was our #1 draft pick last year. That's not happening. Chase Lee. Why is this guy in single A? Why do they want a shit ton of starting pitching prospects? Even if they're crappy. Or this guy, Galazin, 30. Or this guy, this Taylor Lehman. 28. Does not look like he's ever going to make it. We'll give him. Chase Lee. Why do you want to get rid of him so much? Minor league contract and he's angry. That's why you want to get rid of him? He looks good, Chase Lee. 2 really good relief pitchers. I do not get that. What about Gabe Springer? Kumar Rocker. No. Wilman Diaz? Ugh, they want the world for Wilman Diaz. Micah Ottenbright? They're probably going to want Rocker. Or more than that. Sandy Charles, Alex DeJesus. No. Sandy Charles? Nope. It looks like it's just going to be this deal because they're not budging on anything else, really. Jesus Galise. Franzoni. Doing good in single A ball. He would always be striking out a lot, as evidenced by this in single A. Franzoni. So I'd be okay with giving up Franzoni, so let's go ahead and do that. I get heartburn just thinking about this proposal. He doesn't want to give up Franzoni. I'm not sure why, because he's not good. Hunter Haas. Juan Ibarra. Jimmy Lewis is already with the Dodgers. Jared Southard. Jabin Trotsky. Andujar is doing very good. How's Trotsky doing? Single A ball. Juan Ibarra. Hunter Haas. Nope. So let's see. Odorizzi, terrible relief pitcher and bad right field prospect. Not bad, but worse than Jesus Galise. 45, 35 by OSA, but I don't really care about that too much. Still very young. Chase Lee, 25-year-old reliever who looks to be pretty good. How's he performing? Not the best. He had some time in Pittsburgh, it looks like, off the Rule 5. Is that what that was? No, he just got brought up. Interesting. So he did time with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Did okay. And then just got sent down all the way to rookie ball again? What a very weird career this guy's had, but he's doing good. And he looks good. Chase Lee. I'd be happy to have him. Did he just get traded? Hold on. Released by the Pittsburgh organization, signed to Los Angeles Dodgers. 2023. So he's only been with them for a year. And Brett DeGusse, who looks like he's ready to go, honestly. Already has a major league contract. Still needs a little work, it looks like. Didn't do well in his time in the MLB, or particularly well at least. 26 years old. He's already won World Series with the Dodgers. We're going to do this deal. Good relief pitching, catching prospect, get rid of Jake Odorizzi. That's what I wanted to do, and we did it. All right, so Odorizzi's gone. Gratterall, fine with keeping him. We still need a center fielder. Front office, trade. Transactions. Free agents. How do I find the trade block? Where is the trading block? So here's the waiver wire. Alex Colomé. He's doing bad. Michael Franco, Brett Phillips wasn't doing great. Player trade, trading block. Here we go. Outfielder Max Kepler. Oklahoma City. That means he was a Dodger. Oh no, Oklahoma City. OBP's not great. Neither is the average. 10 million. I mean, I'll take him if you want to pay off his salary. I doubt they would want to do that, but I wonder if they would. Because can he play center field? A little bit. A little bit. I thought he was a minor leaguer, but he's playing for the Oklahoma City Colts. And he's not doing well. So I don't think I actually want to do this. Outfielders. Chris Taylor. He's doing okay. Doesn't look like he's getting a lot of time, but he's also injured. So Alex Dickerson. He's doing very well this year. Why do they want to trade him? Why do you want to trade him? He's doing amazing. No idea why they want to trade him. That is definitely some outfield help. I mean, he's on the last year of his deal. Make this work now. Really? What would you retain some salary? You would. Okay. So Dickerson, they'll give up Alex Dickerson for the rest of the year, and let's see what we would have to give up. Ryan Sleeper, that Rutgers guy, this Charles King, who looks to be a finished product at age 26 and doesn't look to be particularly amazing. Same thing with Miles Jansen. Or Andahar. Ryan Sleeper. Really? The Chicago Cubs, you'll give me Alex Dickerson for free for the rest of the year. I'm going to do this trade. I'm going to do it. And I mean, he's doing good this year as well. I do not know why they want to get rid of him. It does not make sense. Our money is not touched because we're getting him for free for the rest of the year. We're giving up a pitching prospect, but we needed outfield help and we got it. We're going to do this. Let's go back to the trading block. Let's see what kind of starting pitching we have on here. Mike Clevinger from Oklahoma City. German Marquez. Clevenger's not doing bad. Robbie Ray, not doing terrible out of Chicago. Is Chicago just in a sell now mode or something like that? I don't really understand. Sean Manaea, not doing well. Robbie Ray, Patrick Corbin. So who has the best WAR that's on the trading block here? Robbie Ray, Josh Lindblom, and Jorge Lopez. Jorge Lopez is doing very well this year. Robbie Ray, 7.9 million, very unhappy. If I can get him for the rest of the year on a similar deal, because it looks like they might just be selling. Yeah, they do not want much at all. Let me see if I can get them to pay him off too. Okay, they want a little bit more. If they're just gonna cover his salary, they want a little bit more. What about 75? Same thing. What about 50%? So we'd be paying $4 million to him. All right, 35. All right, now we're talking. It looks like for Luis Andujar. Everyone likes Luis Andujar for some reason. Makes me not really want to give him up. Jansen and King is who I'm looking at getting rid of. King's doing actually quite well in AAA this year. Jansen, basically AA, and was doing okay. King will hold on to. Reckers. Yeah, Reckers is that guy that I said possibly could be a starter. 45 apparently for OSA. Robbie Ray, 32 years old, rest of the year. Normal injury proneness. And he's doing pretty well this year as well. He's doing pretty good. For Reckers. Or for Andujar, but I'm not going to go with Andujar. Let's go ahead and do it for Reckers. What's not to like? I say go for it. Will they do 30 for this? Will they do 40 for this? No. What about 35? No? 30? So Robbie Ray, with the Cubs paying 30% of his salary for a relief pitching prospect. I like it. It's only for the year, but why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. So we got an outfielder and we got some starting pitching. I like that. I really do. All right. So now, if we go over to pitching staff, update the staff with Ozzie Guillen at the helm. Oh, we still need to move everyone back in. So Alex Dickerson, Joshua Mears. Can we send him down to AAA? Okay, 40-man roster, that's fine. Okay, hold on. So boom, 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 and boom. Robbie Ray over here. I wonder. Let's send Reggie Rob. Let's see. Oh, cannot be demoted. Okay. So Lawson over there is, I guess, as well. Dickerson over here. And Goose, I'm guessing, can go to AAA along with Mears. Oh, no. Don't do that. Clear waivers before he can be demoted. What about Mears? Okay. Brett DeGusse. Okay. Kyle Hertz. Not doing very well this year at all. Send him down to AAA. Yes, we can. All right, let's get DeGusse in there. Let's go ahead and go back to the pitching staff. Update it all. Robbie Ray is a specialist apparently right now. Interesting. Interesting. And Gratterall is still a starting pitcher for some reason. Why is that? 35 stamina. What do you like about him so much, Ozzie Guillen? What if I just decide to make him a reliever? Okay. Now go back. Update staff. And he still has him at a starting pitching. At a starting pitcher. Ozzie Guillen, you're weird. Ozzie Guillen, you're weird. But oh well. Hopefully this will work. We got Robbie Ray. As a relief pitcher, it looks like he's pretty good. Better, apparently. So let's hope this works. Go over to the lineups. Update all depth charts and lineups. And Dickerson is now our defensive or our designated hitter. Hopefully he does well there. He's batting cleanup as well. So he's our designated hitter, but we still need a better center fielder. I want to get rid of Baddoo. He's in arbitration, but I'm not going to bring him back. So I'd rather just get rid of him. Let's see what prospects and regulars gets us for Akil Baddoo. A center fielder. Or at least an outfielder. Lucius Fox. No. Anthony Santander. Can he play center field? Kind of. He's doing okay this year. 1655. No. Billy McKinney. Not doing well. Manuel Margot. Not doing very well. Nomar Mazara. He's already not doing well. I knew that. Josh Winder. Another reliever. I'm telling you, I need a center fielder. Desmond Lindsay, no. Josh Winder looks like a good reliever. But how many good relievers do we really need, you know? We already have a good bullpen. We need a center fielder. And it's not going to be Manuel Margot. I wonder if we can go after Santander. 3 years left on his deal. I don't like that. Especially not at $11 million. He's fragile too. He's played most of the year for the past 2 years. Putting up decent numbers. 11 million, I'm not sure he's worth that. They'll do it, but they want a pretty penny. $80% for Perdomo or Soto. Miguel Soto. No. No, I don't want to do Santander. I do not want to do Santander. So let's not do that. Let's look at all outfielders again. Batting stats. Mike Tauchman. Can he play center field? Kind of. 260, 346, 624. Tim LeCastro. Yoshi Tsutsugo. Max Kepler. Can play center field. $10 million. He's a free agent this year. I wonder if Oklahoma City would do the same thing for us. Tim LeCastro not doing very well. These guys are injured. Kyle Schwarber. Got that power, but he's not doing very well at the plate. Mike Tauchman. Avisail Garcia. He seems to be doing pretty well. Limited playing time, but he seems to be doing well. Margot. Tommy Pham. Tsutsugo. No. Andrew Stevenson. Okay. So I'm looking at Tauchman, and I'm looking at Kepler. And I'm thinking it's going to be Max Kepler, who's not doing well at all. But I'm hoping he can just turn it around. I'm hoping he just turns it around. Especially if they want to give him to us on a cheap deal. Get Akil Baddoo in there. Tack on a bit more. Tack on a bit more. Ooh, they want a lot bit more. Jeez. For Max Kepler. 50. $25. And we're back to Andahar. I don't know if I want to do that for Max Kepler. Mike Tauchman, who's doing pretty well this year, admittedly. Tim LeCastro, 333 on base percentage. Let's look at Tauchman. 8.9 million. Let's see what we would need to do if we were to get rid of Akil Baddoo. I'll need more time to think about the offer. What do you want added? Ooh, not much. Not much at all. Not much at all. Like Aguilar, very old relieving prospect. There's a lot to like about this trade. Woo! What about, okay, what if I just took this away, took away Aguilar? Okay. It looks like we're going to get this to work. We're going to get Tauchman for free, who's doing well this year. Weatherell. They liked Weatherell, right? Yeah, a little bit. Don't want to give up too much here. Andahar, of course, they would want. Chapman, 26 years old, 35. Galazin at 30. Savino at 30. Let's look at Galazin. 28 years old, 45. He's basically a finished product. And he's in AAA, AA. That's all he is. I'd be happy to give him up. I like this. So we're getting Mike Tauchman for free. We're getting rid of Akil Baddoo, who's having a terrible year. And we're giving up not that good of a prospect in Jamie Galazin, already 28 years old. Finished product. Not going to make it to the majors anyways. We're getting a good outfielder who can play in center field. We're getting rid of Baddoo, who's having a pretty good year. And we're getting him for free. If we're going to make a push for the playoffs, these are the kind of moves we have to make. Akil Baddoo has been with us for a while now. But it's time that we head our separate ways. Very fast, okay outfielder. That WAR has been negative for the last 3 years. Have a good one, Baddoo. Welcome Mike Tauchman for free. Alrighty. Alrighty. Welcome Mike Tauchman, left field. Brian O'Grady's now playing center field. That's fine. He's doing good this year. All right. So I think that's all the trading that I wanted to do before the deadline as well. So we'll consider this the draft / trade deadline episode. So we'll take a quick look at this pitching staff. Again, I'm on general manager mode only. So Ozzie Guillen, our current coach, he can do whatever he wants with the team. Take a look at the standings as it currently stands right now. We're above 500, 8.5 games out, 3.5 games outside of a wild card spot. So we're really not that far away. It's just the Central is an absolute dog pound this year. Tampa Bay Rays lead the East, Twins lead the Central, Angels lead the West. NL East, the Atlanta Braves lead, followed by the Cardinals in the Central, and the Padres in the West. Dodgers and the Phillies hold wild card spots over there. Royals and the Blue Jays in the AL. And loading up our stats, you can see the leaders currently. Mike Trout, 462 on base percentage. That is dangerous. Michael Brantley, 355 average. Home runs. Who has the most home runs? Manny Machado. Gotta love it. Take a look at our guys. Our leading home run hitter right now is Alex Dickerson, who we just traded for from the Cubs. So hey, we got a power bat. He's doing amazing this year, and we got him for free. Let's go. We got him and Tauchman for free, and we got Robbie Ray, I believe, for free as well. Robbie Ray. We got Robbie Ray at 30%, so we're still paying him about like $5 million or so, but for a year of Robbie Ray, that's okay. I'm not sure if we'll bring him back next year, but this is the push to the playoffs that we need to make. And this, as a reminder, we still have guys that are injured that are going to be coming back. Guys like Teoscar Hernandez, Whit Merrifield, maybe Baez, who's a pretty good pitcher. So we still got guys coming back, but we need to make a push. That's what we did with these trades. We didn't really give up anything too much. We got rid of guys like Odorizzi, guys like Akil Baddoo, and moves like that, I'm happy with. So I will see you guys at the conclusion of this year. I'm AZPlow21. Let's go Aces.